guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be starting a little mini series on my channel. So basically, in case you missed it, I'm very burnt out right now. Ever since Christmas, I don't know what's going on, but basically I'm just like, I just don't know what's happening, okay? I just don't know what's happening, but like I just can't do videos right now. So I was like, what can I do? There's a video, but something that like I could kind of just, the point is, my descriptive words are clearly very good and I'm very good at English. Basically, we are going to be starting a 30-day create sim challenge for the month of February. So I actually did this back in 2019 when I first started my channel. It was one of the first, actually I think the first series I ever did on my channel. I did it for the month and I actually posted at that point every day. But I'm not gonna lie to you all, I can't look this good every day, okay? I would try, don't get me wrong. I do look pretty good all the time, but I can't look this good all the time. You know what I'm so sorry. That is sarcasm. I do have to say it because some people do think I'm being legit and I swear I'm not, but at the same time I am hot. I'm so sorry. I'm doing it again. Right. Point is, I wanted to do something that was just fun and I thought this would be a good one to do. So I actually wrote a challenge like this back in 2022 and I was gonna do it then, but then I just like never got around to it for some reason. But I was like, let's just write a new one. Let's just like start from scratch and just write a brand new one. And so I wrote it out, and so we're gonna be doing this in days of 5, like so 5 sims per video. Hopefully that's okay. I was gonna do it with 7, but then I was like, well, 7 doesn't go into 30, and like I don't know much about maths, but like I know that one, you know. So I thought, well, towards 5 goes into 30 pretty well because it's 6. So every 5 days I post this, and hopefully you guys don't mind too much. It's honestly either this or I have a big break, and I don't want to break, okay? I really don't want to break. We've hit 100k and I want to be posted for you guys, so I apologize, but this was the best that you can get. So I'll be posting other videos alongside it, hopefully, but this will be like the staple for the month of February. Also, I picked a kind of terrible month to do this because like February has 29 days this year, not 30. So that's a bit embarrassing. I probably should have waited till like March. How many does March have? Or does that, no, March has 31. Did you guys ever do that knuckle thing where it's like January, February, March? I used to do that. I don't know if anyone else did that, but that's the way I remember. I know I have to do that every time. I'm like, okay, how many days does September have? And then I'm like counting my knuckles. I look actually kind of weird, but that's okay. It's okay. Like, when do I not? So it's fine. Right, anyway, so the prompts we've got here are kind of, I didn't want to do aesthetics, right? Because a lot of 30-day create sim challenges, they tend to be like aesthetic based, but I feel like I do every aesthetic all the time. And I feel like it'd be kind of fun if maybe in the future we do like an aesthetics only thing. So like 30 days, 30 different aesthetics. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. So I thought rather than like just doing aesthetics on this list, I thought the best thing to do would be just do kind of like challenges, very specific things basically, rather than something so broad as an aesthetic. So I need to make a graphic for the actual thing. I haven't done that yet, but stuff like inspired by a flower. There's one inspired by a cartoon character, inspired by your favorite movie. This one that we're starting off with is a solid color sim. So I've done like a solid color challenge like quite often. I love this challenge. I think it's one of my favorites. I don't know what it is. I just find it so fun just having to do like one sim, one color. But the only thing with it is like there's only so many colors, you know, there's only so many colors of the rainbow. So sometimes it gets a little bit repetitive. So I was gonna do like blue or purple, but I was like, I've done that so many times. So I thought, what haven't I done before? Yellow. So so I went for yellow. It's not really exactly yellow. It's not like a vibrant yellow, but basically she is this like cool sort of, I don't know. I don't quite know. There's no real reasoning behind her, but I'm not gonna lie, this has actually been helping me a lot with my burnout for sims. So hopefully if I get into this, then hopefully that means that in March I'll be able to get back into posting regularly. I don't know what's going on with my brain right now. Like, it's just not thriving. It's just not thriving, striving, thriving for anything. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. I just love that for me. No, I don't. I hate myself, but it's okay. It's okay. I love how I was literally just talking about how hot I am, and now I'm like, I literally hate myself. But like, let's be honest, that's my 2 personality traits. That's me every 5 seconds. I feel like everyone's like that. Also, I think my voice is a little bit ill. I think I'm coming down with a bit of a sickness. No one cares. Literally, no, you can't contract anything. Like, we're through a screen, but I am a bit sick, so I just thought I'd let you know if I'm a little bit, you know what I mean? Then that's why. So yeah. So this is it. Basically, I thought that she was so cute. I feel like she turned out so good. I've kind of forgotten what her name is, low-key. I definitely, oh, Aaliyah. I think it was Aaliyah. I just did like one of those like random elf generator names. I feel like she's kind of like an elf mixed with like a fawn, mixed with just a lot of things. Also kind of mixed with Dawn from Dawn and Fawn. Dawn, the drag queen on season 16 of Drag Race, which by the way, such a good season so far. Like, is anyone else loving it? Because I am. But sorry, I'm literally so distracted. Literally, sorry if you get me on the topic of Drag Race. Literally, no one got me on topic. Like, it was my own fault. But if anyone starts talking about Drag Race, my mind is gone over to Drag Race. So yeah. Anyways, I feel like she's kind of got a bit of a Dawn in her. But yeah. So anyways, the solid color challenge. If you don't know what it is, I mean, let's be honest, babes. It is quite self-explanatory. It is a solid color sim. Basically, you just gotta pick a color, and then the whole sim has gotta be that color. Now, I will admit when I'm wrong, and I technically didn't do this challenge correctly because the outfit that I ended up going for, it has got primarily black. Okay, listen. Okay, I really tried. Okay, you can see in this video that I was scrolling. I'm gonna have to cut out like so much of the just scrolling bits because I was scrolling for so long. There was so much of it where I was just looking for outfits. It was like an hour into making this sim, and I was like, I can't. And that outfit looked so good. So I had to take one for the team. And if you guys hate me for that, I'm sorry. I am truly. But at the same time, like, look at her. Are you gonna really say anything about that? Like, no. So I'm very creaky back today. It's not my actual back, but it's very creaky. I don't know if you can hear my chair creaking. I don't know if I'm just a sweaty mess. I'm always so warm. I don't know. Okay, right. So, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Every time I edit my videos, I literally hate myself because I'm like watching it back and I'm like, babes, where did you get that from? Like, and a lot of you guys love that about me, which like I appreciate so much, but I do get a fair whack of comments that are like, babes, just talk about one thing. And I'm like, I know, okay? It's not my problem. It is, I mean, it is. Literally, I am the one talking, but it's not, I don't do it intentionally. I really don't do it intentionally, okay? I would love to just talk about a sim for the whole video, but I just can't, okay? Also, I feel like I had more updates for you guys, but I don't think I did. I feel like I've been going out a lot lately, going out clubbing, you know, I was out till like 4 AM the other night, you know, because I'm a rebel like that. I'm so sorry, I'm so lame. I'm just gonna move on before we carry on talking, because like, it's embarrassing. Anyways, so yeah, the sim. So I feel like she turned out really cool. I love this hair. Basically, if you guys missed it, I did a video about 2 weeks ago now, maybe? Or I don't even know. What's time? What's life? I don't know. Basically, I showed you guys like 300 alternative hairs. And after doing that video, it's made me realize how many cool hairs I've got. Like, I've never actually used half of them before, which is funny because at the start of the video, I was like, I use these hairs all the time. No, I don't. I honestly don't. But when I was scrolling, I was like, oh, damn, that's nice. Oh, damn, that's nice. Like, that's lovely. That's so cute. And I was like, wow, I've never used this before. So it kind of got me to like use new hairs, which is quite nice. That first hair, to be fair, I have used before, but it's such a good hair. I love the little strand. First of all, I've said hair so many times, it's getting a bit out of hand. Basically, any hairstyle that has like the little strand of hair, I just love so much. It is very annoying in real life because I've had that before and you just can't really see much and it just kind of gets in your way and it's this whole ordeal. But it's the Sims 4, you know? They can struggle all they want. They can't tell me that because they speak Simlish, so it's not... Sucks to suck, guys, I guess. You gotta deal with that one strand of hair. Anyway, so now we're moving on to the second sim, which is inspired by any decade. So on the prompt that I made, I just put like decade inspired. I went with the 60s. So the reason behind this is if you guys have seen Last Night in Soho, basically, okay, it's my sister's and my mom's like one of their favorite films. And so constantly, all the time, I hear the Last Night in Soho soundtrack, like all the time. So it just reminded me, like when I wrote decade, I was like, oh, 60s, like let's do that. To be fair, I actually thought it was the 50s at first, but like that's it's a whole different story. Now, I'm not good at decades or anything like that. Like, I'm not a historic person, okay? I know nothing. I know bugger all about anything to do with decades or anything to do with eras. I could not tell you anything, okay? I don't know when any style is from any time. So that is why, like, I get so many suggestions all the time about people saying, like, do every sim is a different decade. And like, as much as I want to, I'm so scared that like people who know history about clothes and stuff are just gonna absolutely bash me for that because I honestly know nothing. Like, I did history for GCSEs, but like I dropped out. So like, it wasn't a very long time. But basically, I thought the 60s would be fun so that I could kind of go with Last Night in Soho inspired. This sim is actually called Sandy, which is the name of Anya Taylor-Joy's character in Last Night in Soho. By the way, sorry, I keep talking about the film without explaining. The film came out in like 2022, 2021 maybe, and it is a horror film that focuses on a girl who goes to fashion school at the current time, but then she sees flashbacks of this girl called Sandy, who's played by Anya Taylor-Joy, and she is from like the 60s. So that's why I wanted to go for that inspired, because I thought the outfits and stuff are really cool in that, and I've never actually really done a 60s sim. I was tempted to go for like 90s, but then I was like, babes, I do that all the time. That's just genuinely my general aesthetic, so like, why would I do that? That's so boring. So I thought that 60s would be fun. Sorry, that's such a long way of just saying 60s, yay. I had to just basically Google 60s fashion sense, because I'm not gonna, like I said, I don't know anything. So if anything's wrong, that is Google's fault and not mine, because I literally went off of Google. Luckily, I had a CC set that is by Serenity, I think, from ages ago that I downloaded, that is a 60s inspired like whole clothing CC. So I was like, oh my god, this is banging. I forgot I had this, and I've never used it before because, like I said, I've never made a 60s inspired sim, but I honestly really like 60s fashion. I feel like it's cute, it's very vibrant, I like it. Now, if, like I say, if anything's wrong, don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I mean, yeah, it is, but it's fine. Anyways, yeah, my voice really, I feel like I'm sounding a bit sexy right now, guys. Like, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I got like a sore throat, I'm like, yeah, like, yeah, I sound so good. But in reality, I literally just sound the exact same. I don't think I sound any different, but like in my head I do. So like, yeah, anyways. So now we're moving on to the third sim. Oh, by the way, I know that this is a 30-day challenge, okay? But like I said, I've done it in 5s because otherwise I'd have to be posting every day and like, I just don't have time. I mean, I don't do anything really, but I don't think I can, you know what I mean? And one sim per video, it just seemed too short for me. So I prefer doing like multiple sims. But I will say, okay, little secret, I didn't do this. I didn't do this over 5 days. I did this all yesterday. Spent like 5 hours yesterday making these sims. I don't want to talk about it, okay? I know I brought it up, but I don't want to talk about it. I can't make a sim every day, okay? Some days I don't want to make a sim. It's just honestly a way to just get me like enthused into making sims again. And if you guys are the same, where you just kind of like in a bit of a rut with sims or anything, definitely try out this. Not that I'm saying like necessarily my like prompts or anything. Like obviously there's a load of people that have done this before. So if you just search like Sims 4 30-day create sim challenge, you will see so many things come up, and and there's so many different prompts and it's so good because I feel like it's just such a way of like getting you out of your comfort zone. It's like, I remember I did the Tina Day challenge last June or the June before. Was it the June before? Oh my God, it might have been the June before. God, oh my God, time goes so fast. Basically, I did the Tina Day thing when high school years started coming out. Also, I said that to my mom. I was like, oh yeah, I did Tina Day. And she was like, who's Tina Day? Who is Tina Day? And I was like, I'm not saying Tina Day. I'm saying Teen a Day. Not Tina Day. I don't know who she is, but I'm not saying her. I remember doing that and that was really fun. And you guys seem to like it. So I just thought this would be a good thing for both of us, hopefully. And if you hate it, do apologize. But yeah, so for the third sim, okay, listen. Listen, I went off the rails. This sim is nothing like the prompt. The prompt is sim inspired by an emotion, right? So my first thought was flirty, but on one of the prompts, it's evil genius. And for that, I kind of wanted like a Black Widow. So I was like, well, if I'm going to do flirty, I kind of wanted to go for that vibe. But then I thought, let's just go for a sim that I would feel flirty around. Because so I just made my exact type. Okay, listen. Okay, listen. I didn't mean to. I really didn't. I swear on my life. I was trying to go for just a flirty emotion, but then just stuff happened. And then I just got too entranced in just looking at her, and I was like, it's too late now. It is too late now. I'm sorry, I can't go back. So yeah, Sam is the love of my life, and she is stunning. I love the whole outfit. I love the hair. I love everything about her. I knew I wanted to use that hair, and just, oh my God. Sorry, I know I went off topic, but honestly, I don't really care. Like, as long as I'm enjoying it, who cares, you know? And also, I'm sure you guys aren't going to like be mad at me for that, because like you got to look at her for like a good like 2-3 minutes. Okay, so like, who's losing here? No one. Okay, no one's losing. I feel like she low-key looks a bit like Rachel Sennett. Is her name Rachel Sennett? Something like that. The one from Bottoms and Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. By the way, I watched Bottoms. I liked Bodies, 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 but I watched Bottoms, and I hate to say it, I do, because I love films that are like LGBT, obviously, like, you know, but I didn't like Bottoms at all. No. I did give it 5 out of 10, but that was just, I think that was a bit of a pity one. I didn't laugh once, and I didn't get the story, and it was over the top, and I just did not like it. I just didn't really find any of it funny, and it's a comedy, so I was a bit like, because everyone gave it like 5 out of 5, and everyone was like, it's the best film of last year, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to watch it. So it came onto Amazon Prime, and I was like, yes, quickly, let's watch it. And then I watched it, and I'm a bit disappointed, so I'm sorry to all the Bottoms lovers out there, but also, that's a film. I hate saying, oh, did you watch Bottoms? Like, it's a dreadful name. I'm sorry, but it's a dreadful name to like say out loud to people. Like, you don't write anyway. Let's move on before it. I'm diving deeper. I'm digging my own hole here, my own grave. Right. So the next sim is a Barbie doll. So I know that Barbie came out in like July last year, but I'm not a Barbie person. Okay. I've never played with Barbie dolls really, like ever, unless my sister had one, but I've never like played with Barbie dolls. I used to dress up as Sportacus from Lazy Town. I had the mustache and everything. It was a fit, honestly. I used to love Dora the Explorer, Peppa Pig, but stuff like Barbie, Bratz never was me. I was very much not into any of that stuff, so I never played with Barbies, and therefore when the movie came out, as much as I enjoyed it, it was really good, I didn't really have a close connection to Barbie like a lot of people did. So I never made like a Barbie inspired sim or anything. I've made like Barbie aesthetics, for example, when I made, you know, Vladdy Daddy as Barbie core, but that was a whole different story. We'll go on to that another time. But I've never actually made like a Barbie looking sim, because I just, like I said, I've never really been into Barbies that much. So I thought, let's just make a Barbie sim because this is fun. So I went with like the iconic one from the movie, and I tried to make the most Maxis Match sim because I wanted her to look like a doll. Like normally I would do a lot more of a realistic kind of skin and the hair and everything, but I wanted to go for like complete Maxis Match. I just wanted her to look like she's literally a doll stood there, and I feel like I did pretty well. So I ended up doing 2 outfits. The first one is the cowboy hat with like the jumpsuit thing that she's wearing in the movie, and then I also did a second outfit, which is honestly my preferred one, which is like a little short pink dress and then these little shoes. It's so cute. I just went off of like Barbie's face to try and make her just look like a Barbie doll. I don't think she looks that much like a Barbie doll, but don't get me wrong, I just literally googled Barbie doll face and that came up. But I feel like Margot Robbie is a Barbie. Like honestly, I did not realize it that much because like I said, I've never been a Barbie person, but when I was making her, I was like, damn, this literally looks exactly like Margot Robbie, and I was like, wait, that makes a lot of sense, but like I never realized how much they looked alike. So that is like crazy casting. That is like so good. I think that she turned out really cute, and it's very much not my style. Like I never do like fully Maxis Match sims, and like her facial features were very exaggerated, obviously, because she's meant to be like a Barbie, and just a lot of stuff was very different, like my normal thing. For example, pink. Okay, when was the last time I did pink on a sim, guys? I just very unlike me. Pink and blue are just not my favorite colors, so I just don't tend to do them very much on sims. So like doing that was so weird because I was like, this is so different. I was tempted to actually do like a weird Barbie, you know, like in the movie where she has like the short hair and everything. I did try, but I was like, you know what? I need to branch out, right? Because that's like so me doing that. Like I was gonna try and make like a more alternative Barbie, but I was like, no, you know what? Barbie, this is how I picture Barbie. So I was like, I'm just gonna do Barbie as she is. Go out my comfort zone basically, because that's like nothing like I would normally do. do. But yeah, so finally we're moving on to the final sim, which is the vampire sim. So this one, the prompt was literally just vampire. There's quite a few on the prompts that are like vampire. There's mermaid, there's spellcaster, there's fairy, which I know is not in the sims, but hopefully one day. Not that I'm a big fairy person, I'm much more of a mermaid person, but yeah. It's funny, I'm such a mermaid person, but in sims I'm like, don't even care. Like I remember, oh, to be fair though, when the pack first came out, oh, I lived out my H2O, just had water dreams, let's just say that. Anyway, so vampire, I first thought I was like, okay, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this, because I feel like every time I make a vampire, they tend to look quite similar, because I have like the, you know, very gothic aesthetic, and they have like the long dresses and everything. And I was like, no, you know what? Let's branch out and let's do like a really cool kind of punk grunge sim, which, okay, that's branching out and then saying that right after is kind of funny to me, because like that is so not, you know, that's not branching out. But I basically wanted to make this sim that was just really cool, very punk, like I said, and more sort of that vibe than the long like black dress. So I think they turned out so cool. I think that they actually might be my favorite. Oh no, actually I don't know. I really like the third sim as well. I don't know. Basically, I love like all of these sims that I made, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. I just think that their outfit is so cool. Basically, I put this sweater on. I've never seen it before. I must have downloaded it recently, and I put it on them, and I wasn't gonna go for that vibe originally, but once I put that sweater on them, I was like, well, what can I say? I can't not use that now. So I put that on, and I was like, this is so good, and they suit the red so much, and this hair is so stunning. I got it from like a goth. I don't know what the pack's called exactly. I will have a full CC list in the description, so you can go ahead and download them if you want. I'm actually posting my CC list now on Patreon, just because it's like easier to like post like loads of links. Sorry if that's a little bit different to my Tumblr, but hopefully it's not too annoying. I mean, to be fair, I think Patreon's actually easier. But so anyway, but I just love how they turned out so much. And then like the headphones, the red headphones with this choke. Oh my god, that looks so good. The long skirt, I really wanted to do a long skirt, so I was like so happy when I found that one with the sweater. It just looks so cool. And then I did end up doing their dark form. I wasn't gonna originally, but I did their dark form, and they have this really cool suit on. I've used this so many times for vampires, but it's just because it's so cool, because it's like this really, oh, I don't know what it is. You can see it anyways, but it's like so incredibly cool, and I really love how they turned out. So yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully, like I said, you'll like this little mini series that I'm doing. It'll mean I'll be posting at least every 5 days, but in between that, I'll probably be posting other videos as well. So I have got a series that I'm starting very soon. I've got the whole thing set up. No, it's not the high school one. I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna do that after this first series, because I did say that the next series was gonna be focused on high school, but that's a lot of work, because it's gonna have a certain horror element to it that's gonna take a lot of effort for me to write out, and I just don't have it in me right now. So instead, I'm starting a different series, which is focused on an island. That's all I'll say. I don't want to give too much away, but I've got it all set up. I've made all of the lots and everything, and I've got it all ready, and I made the sims, and I'm just waiting to be in a good enough mood to film the first episode, basically. But hopefully that'll be coming out pretty soon, depending on when I feel less like I'm gonna cry. So yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're excited for the rest of this series. I mean, it's not really, is it a series? I mean, I guess it's a series if I'm doing 6 parts. And let me know which is your favorite sim in the comments down below. Also, let me know if you're gonna try out this for yourself. Like I say, you don't have to do it every day. It's very rare that people have got time to do a sim every single day, but it's more so the point of, you know, making so many sims and branching out. I tried to make sims with different facial features today and just different things, basically. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and remember to like and subscribe to everyone, and I'll see you guys in the video. I love you guys. Bye. Yeah. Sorry.